Yes, I have indeed witnessed this phenomenon, but I believe that each person is responsible for their own success, and everyone is self-made in their own essence, because even if you had help along the way, and even if people influence you and inspire you, you're you, and all of your inspiration makes up you, and there's not just one singular way to describe that, whether it's a woman or a man. Honestly, I feel like a lot of women spend a lot of their lives being scared because they're taught to be. They're taught that if they, kind of exceed their space limit that they've been given, that they won't be likable and they won't be pretty enough and they won't be, enough for whoever it is that they're trying to impress. If women don't feel like any other woman's oppression is their oppression, they're not conscious of what's going on around them, because intersectional feminism is the only way that feminism should ever exist, because without the liberation of all of our women, there's no, and then it's inclusive of trans women, that's inclusive of all colors of the spectrum of human and ethnicities and cultures. Like, until we agree that each female's life or each woman's life or each femme-presenting woman's life is valuable, we're never gonna really get past that, whether it affects you or not. So I'm extremely excited about the Congress right now, because there's some insanely beautiful, multi-ethnic women stepping up to the plate to start policy conversations that I don't think we've ever had up there. Like, it's been so many men, and to be white men, making decisions about everyone and their interests when they don't understand or think about anyone's interests but their own, obviously, because they don't. How are you going to understand somebody's interests if you don't ask them their interests? I feel like women are bringing to politics right now is truth, hardcore truth. Most men absolutely don't know they're being affected by the patriarchy, because they're also the beneficial side of the patriarchy. So a lot of them don't really think about the fact that swiping away their emotional intelligence has anything to do with what's going on. We gotta kind of come to a place where the men recognize that they're responsible for their own healing. As long as each person is responsible for their own healing, that's when you can create love in the world. Well, as a bi woman, I feel like a lot of the time people feel like if I'm not dating a girl that I'm being fake and I'm not actually queer, even though I was in love with a woman for like half my life, but it doesn't matter, because right now I'm not dating a woman, so that kind of is supposed to cancel out that other part of me that would, or that is capable of being romantic and intimate with someone who's feminine presenting. I mean, I don't think anyone really besides other queer bisexual people understand that feeling, but it does exist, and it is a kind of stigma, but I don't really give a fuck. I love who I love when I love them, and I'm a Cancer, and I'm a hard lover, and I'm a loyal lover, so like when I love somebody, and that's just me. I fall in love with souls, so. Listening to the problems, listening to the struggles, and talk to them about the rates at which they're incarcerated and dehumanized on a regular basis, and making space for that truth. Everyone deserves, again, like it draws back to dignity and life. Like, live your own, figure yourself out, go do what makes your heart happy. Like, stop trying to impede other people from being who their heart is telling them they are, and let people be themselves. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself, whatever way that is. Learn to listen to yourself and your gut, because it's right every fucking time. We're partnering with Amnesty. I feel like they have an incredible message, and today is about, writing in policy change and making sure that people hear today, especially women's voices. All around the world, there's a lot of things going on. So I appreciate that Tumblr is here highlighting that. I know that myself growing up, I used Tumblr as space where I could curate my heart and what I saw in the world and what I wished to see in the world. And it's where I would write my most intimate thoughts, and it's where I would kind of express the queer side of myself that was very silent during my younger years. And although the policy is still inclusive of art, like actual paintings and, anything related towards breastfeeding or gender confirmation surgeries or anything of that nature, I also feel very strongly about the fact that the female presenting nipple should not be censored in any of the platforms that exist on social media, whether it be Instagram or YouTube, whatever it is. Like, I have a music video coming out that I have my nipples out, and I don't think it should be censored because it's the truth. We are all born with nipples, damn it. And men were women before they were men in the womb. Look it up. So that's why y'all have nipples. So why can't we have our nipples out? Come on. Dumb. I would say to start with yourself. When you gain a respect for your own person, it just emanates from you because you understand everyone else's worth when you understand your own. And I would also say to start listening to women, especially women of color, about what's going on in the world, because even if it's not happening to you, it does not mean that it is not happening. Until we acknowledge our history and we acknowledge the kind of places that we are currently, we're never going to be able to move forward. So just listen to each other and listen to women. I think teens can help by, again, starting that journey of being themselves. Teenagers, I feel like we spend a lot of time worrying about how other people feel about us. And everyone's feeling that way. So just take advantage of the fact that everyone else is on like a narcissistic place where they're like, oh my God, where am I? What am I doing? And who am I? And do people like me? And just be like, okay, everyone else is worried about themselves. Let me figure out who I am. I think talking about anything that you are passionate about and feels authentic to you is important. So if that's something that you're passionate about and something you feel like you want to share with the world, do so. And if it's not, then don't. Simple as that.